Hello everybody, it is Yami Fujita, and we are back already, sooner than I thought, to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. I'm gonna turn this volume back down a little bit. It turned up a little too high there. I finished Age of Imprisonment a lot faster than I thought I would, but that's good, because now I can focus on trying to finish this game before picking another one up. Once this game is done, then there will be 2 more games that I start up. Those 2 will be played between Koga and Yami, myself. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to do more than 2 games at the same time. So, but we gotta see what happens, because maybe there's other stuff that comes out and then... But still, even so, I'm gonna try not to do more than 2 games at the same time. That was part of the reason why I put down Mario Odyssey. You know, because it was like I was doing 3 games on 3 different platforms. That was part of the reason. Now, Mario Odyssey is a great game, it's just I don't really have an interest in finishing it on the stream. But, I was much more invested in Age of Imprisonment and this game, and the first Danganronpa game, because that didn't get done until the beginning of this year, I believe. I believe so. I can look at that again. But alright, this stream should hopefully be longer than the last stream was. The last stream wasn't too long, like 2.5 hours. But what happened in that stream essentially is we wrapped up the 3rd class trial, and unfortunately for me, because Mikan was like my 2nd favorite character, she turned out to be a killer, and it was determined that this entire time her personality was fake. She was only behaving the way she was behaving because the memory wipe caused her to forget everything about her real self prior to us being put on the island, and then catching that fever, that despair disease, allowed her to remember her entire past before being brought into the island, and it completely changed her. So her punishment, thankfully for me, was a pretty weak one compared to the other ones that were a lot more unforgiving. You know, all Monokuma did was launch her on an armed rocket ship into outer space. So that's literally all that happened. She just got launched into space. So that's much better than being stabbed by a bunch of Monokuma samurai and being deep fried in a volcano. So, after that, the 4th island opened up, and the 4th island was themed like an amusement park, and there was basically nothing to investigate on that island, even though there were some places that were locked, so they probably will be revisited later. And there was virtually nothing to investigate. We decided to all get on a roller coaster, only to realize that the roller coaster was a trap. We were knocked out by some noxious gas, and then we woke up inside of this ridiculous building called the Strawberry House. And that's why the stream is titled the way it is, because it is literally just strawberry themed all over. We can investigate the wall, apparently. Along the tower floor, there appear to be many lights built into the floor, illuminating the wall. The lights are all red. I see. Because of these lights, the walls and interior design of the tower look red. And with the lights, they're able to create the designs on the wall. However, because these lights are shining on the walls, the ceiling is pretty dark, and I can't really see it. Yeah, exactly. I looked up too, and I was like, it looks like we're in an eclipse. Like the sun's getting blocked out. Oh, we can investigate this too. There's a picture on the floor. It's Usami's face. She has a strawberry in her mouth. Even this is strawberry themed, huh? Well, at least it's not an illustration of Monokuma. This is another thing that happened. Nekomaru, because of how severely he was, injured in that blast, his soul has pretty much been put into a machine. But he's still wearing the same clothes. And he's almost indestructible. Because he stood in front again of another Monokuma cannon, or bazooka, and took basically no damage. Just some burnt marks from the explosion. But you don't even see that anymore because he probably cleaned it off. Alright, so we've investigated throughout the 3rd and 2nd floors of this building. This is a 3-floor building. But we started off investigating the 3rd floor because the 1st floor is the most important of them all. I probably can't go back. But there was a room on the 1st floor that was locked. I can't remember if what it was called. It was Deadly Room or something like the Last Death. Something like Last Death. I'm almost certain that I can't leave this area. Does it match the strawberry thing about the wall? I wonder what is that. Yeah, I can't leave this area. So, but you guys can watch the previous video. Now, what we were actually going to do was now go through this door that has an illustration of grapes on it. So, this is completely out of theme for the building. And it has absolutely captured their interest. So, actually, before I do that, let me check on the pet. Alright. Let's go ahead. There's a huge door at the far back of the tower. But there's a grape image on it. I thought this was a strawberry tower. Wait. This image. Doesn't it match the one on the lounge phone and also the one we found near the 1st floor elevator? Yeah, because there were other places that had this picture on it. Perhaps this door might be the exit. Huh? The exit? Take a look at the map we received from Monokuma. Hang on a second. Alright. There's a door at the far back of the strawberry tower, but nothing is drawn on the other side of that door. Now, doesn't this mean that the exit is on the other side of this door? Therefore, we must try to confirm it by opening this door. Nekomaru let out a battle cry, grabbed the doorknob tightly with both hands. It's not an exit, and attempted to pry the door open. However, what does this mean? The doorknob won't budge, not even one bit. Is it locked? Well, shit, it appears to be locked tight. In that case, I shall use my full power. With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of the 1 million horsepower. Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the door now, we'll be stuck in here. That would be bad. So, shouldn't we discuss this with everyone else but first before you attempt to force your way through? Yeah, you have a point. Very well then. Even though the door wouldn't open, would have opened soon, I'll give it a rest. Now let's go back to the strawberry house and discuss this with everyone. If they'll listen to what I have to say, that is. Alright, so now we can go back. And you'll see the room that I was talking about. Is it just me, or does it seem rowdy by the elevator over there? Did something happen? What do you mean? I didn't hear anything. This is the room I was talking about. Final dead room. Oh, why is Monokuma here? No, how you guys doing? Were you able to get a general idea of the Strawberry House's side? Strawberry House's side? It's a strange thing to say. Sounds like there are other buildings. Of course! That's why there's this thing called a contact elevator. Cool. Contact elevator, you say? Even though it's an elevator, it's a big mistake to think that it moves vertically. This is an elevator that travels along a rail, so even moving horizontally is easy as pie. Then, does this elevator go to a different building? That's right, it's a grape house. Grape house? The fun house is an enormous building that's made up of other buildings. Oh my goodness. Well, we can worry about the details when we get to Grape House. I'll be going on ahead. Huh? I don't really get it, but... he just wanted to tell us to go to Grape House this time, right? And that we must ride that elevator, right? And what should we do? We just have to go for it! The only way we can overcome this situation is to make a move! But still, you know... What? You scared? Hell no! You're saying that in front of Miss Sonia! Huh? Fine, I'll go. I'm not scared at all. Well, I don't have it as bad as Kaz, but I do have a bad feeling about this. We can't just stand here and do nothing. So there's like 2 doors at least that we can't go through in this particular build on this floor. At some point we might be able to go through them. Final dead door. That just lets me know that it's probably going to be around the second to last class trial, or the last one, like the last investigation or the second to last class trial, around that period. And we'll be able to get through it. When I pressed the grate button next to the door, it immediately opened. We stepped onto the elevator and off we went to Grape House. Is this really already moving? If so, that'd be awesome. How so? I mean, it's not vibrating at all, right? It's probably a really high-performance elevator if it's not vibrating at all that much. Maybe it's not actually moving. Alright, let's open the door and make sure! Oh yeah, sure, open the door while it could be potentially moving. You cannot! That is too dangerous! After staying inside the vibration-free elevator, eventually the door in front of us suddenly opened. It appears we've arrived at our destination. Alright, now it's extra green. So this is Grape House. No matter where I look, everything is plastered with grape patterns. I was already fed up with the strawberry patterns, but this is also unpleasant. Okay, welcome to the Grape House! Well, this already kills the title that I have for the stream. I can't change it now. I can change it, but it won't show up. Now then, allow me to explain the Grape House. Wait, 1 second. Before he does that. Wait, hang on. Sorry, hang on. Alright, I'm gonna go to the Be Right Back screen for a second. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I've forgotten to title and move the stream from yesterday into a folder, secure folder. So I was just doing that, but then I also accidentally deleted the streams that I did a couple days ago. Like the 2 Danganronpa streams that I did earlier this week, I accidentally deleted the VODs, so I had to get those back. In the middle of getting those back, I was rewatching them because I wanted to fact check myself and make sure that I was actually accurate in saying that I correctly guessed that Mikan was the killer. And yeah, so what I originally said was that Fuyuhiko said that his primary suspects were Kaz and Sonia. I said that I would keep them in mind, and then I said that on top of them there were 2 other people that I was suspecting, and the 2 other people were Fuyuhiko and Mikan. So yes, I definitely am giving myself a point for that class trial, because I at least did suspect the person that ended up being the killer. And I hit the hammer on the head almost. Like, I almost hit the hammer exactly on the head. Because I did bring up the fact that the fever caused her to behave differently. But that was only half true. The fever did not necessarily change her personality. It caused her to remember some things about her past, and that is what triggered her change in personality. So the fever itself didn't make her behave contrary to who she was. The fever allowed her to remember who she was before she got to the island. And thus, we saw a side of her that we didn't know existed. But that was the real her. So I almost hit the hammer on the head. I had the right suspicion, but not the fully accurate reason for the suspicion. So yeah, I'm definitely giving myself a point for that one. Like, for the second class trial, I'm gonna give myself half a point because I said that Fuyuhiko was the killer, but he wasn't the killer. He planned the murder, but he didn't do it. So that's about, I'll give myself half a point for that one. But for this one, I'm definitely giving myself the point, because I at least, I know I brought up multiple names, but at least I predicted at least one of the names did end up being the killer, because that was never the case. After the first class trial of the first game, that was never the case. Everybody that I thought was a killer was not. But anyway, let me explain the Grape House. Ta-da! This is Grape House in its entirety. My goodness. So let's start explaining the first floor. It's not that bad, actually. Ahem. Aside from the fact that there's no final dead room, it's basically no different from the Strawberry House. Just like how there's a Strawberry Hall over there, there's a Grape Hall on this side. And when you go through the Grape Hall, that means there's a Grape Tower. The second floor of the Grape House is the same as the second floor of Strawberry House. I prepared 5 guest rooms of different types, along with a relaxing lounge. Like, how long does he spend on putting all this stuff together, man? But the main attraction of Grape House is obviously the third floor. The Monokuma Archive. Everyone loves the Monokuma Archive. That does sound like an important room. If you want to know about my proud accomplishments and contributions, feel free to study the literature here. Now then, this concludes the tour, but I believe it'd be difficult to understand if I just explain with words. So you should all use your own 2 feet to check out the inside of the building. That's all from me. Any questions? Like, I'm starting to get hungry. Where's the food anyway? Huh? Is that necessary? What are you saying? Of course it is! But it's supposed to be an escape game, so how can there be any tension if there's no time limit? So I've decided to use your stomachs as the time limit. Oh, really? You just had to bring out food. We would have never known that until it was too late, but still. What do you mean? Well, simply put, it means kill someone before you starve to death. But what the heck? If you're planning to kill someone, I highly recommend you make your kill as soon as possible. It'll be too late if you get so weak you have no energy to kill. Hey, hold on! Starve? Damn it! How much more of this do we have to take until he's satisfied? Was he serious about there being no food? No way! That's the one thing I don't want. I don't mind starving as long as I can eat. Just let me eat already. As soon as she learned there was no food, she was overcome by hunger. Obsessions are truly annoying. But at least try to stay calm. Now's not the time for you to panic. Well, being loud here isn't gonna help us, so for now, we should explore the inside of this building too. After all, if you don't give up, you're sure to find help. Isn't that right for you, Hiko? Yeah, that's right.
Yosh.
Then let's get started. The same pairing as before is fine, right? Really? You can't switch it up? Hold on. This time around, I really want to pair it with Miss Sonia. She already left with Gundam. Again? No, come on now. Now that's starting to feel suspicious. Again? How are they already deciding that they're gonna be partners before anybody even gets to speak? Looks like you're being avoided, not just rejected. Kazuichi, I understand that you're feeling down, but we better get going. Akane, you too. How much longer are you gonna stay shocked? Come on, let's go. With heavy steps, everyone left to explore Grape House. I'm sorry, there's not a single good male character in this game. I don't understand why I am so annoyed being paired with Nidai. Nekomaru. He's not a bad person, just he's obnoxious. There's literally no male character in this game that I like, other than Hajime. Now then, where should we start? Since we're on the first floor, it might be okay if we start with the Great Tower. So you're saying you're gonna start with the most suspicious place? Alright, let's start with Great Tower. Anyway, let's find the exit. Damn it, there's no way I'm gonna let myself starve to death in here. Look at that statue. I'm starting to feel a little excited. But why is there a statue like that in a place like this? Wait, is this creature inside this building? I don't think so. It's probably in the hall just to garnish it. Garnish? You mean like food garnish? Is this food? Is it tasty? Maybe you shouldn't have said garnish. It's not food, just a decoration. Oh, is that a statue of Sakura? What is this? Muscular bronze statue. It's probably an ornament, but it doesn't fit the ambience at all. Ah, there's a name written on here. Ogre? Does that mean it's a statue of an ogre? Why is it wearing a sailor uniform? We all know that was her nickname. Not by choice, obviously. Just given to her. I don't remember what her full name was, but Sakura was her first name. Rest in peace to her. Starving us like seems pretty straightforward for Monokuma. I was trying to make sure there was no typo in that sentence. That piece of crap. How dare he pull such a dirty trick on civilians? Alright, well, we're starting in here. Great Tower's beyond this door, right? Just like a Strawberry Hall, I only need to press this button. Alright, leave it to me! Nekomaru raised his voice and vigorously slammed the button more times than he needed to. It's not opening! I knew it. It's weird. When we were at Strawberry Hall, this should have opened. Did it open the Strawberry Hall door? Don't tell me it's out of order! Fine. Time for it to break down. Well, it obviously shouldn't. Did you hear something? That's when Nekomaru started shouting. The door opened! But what was that pause just now? Why didn't the door open right away? So this is Grape Tower. Is it? The structure of this building doesn't seem all that different at all compared to Strawberry Tower. Yeah, you're right. The building's the same circular shape and the ceiling's just as high and hard to make out. However, this wall is green. Strawberry Tower's wall is red. Well, speaking of different, there's something blatantly different over there. She's got a grape in her mouth now. There's a picture on the floor of Usami's face with grapes in her mouth. This feels different from Strawberry Tower. The Usami picture over there had a strawberry in her mouth. But what's truly different is the strawberry door. On the Grape Tower door at the far back, there's a strawberry image on there. A strawberry door inside Grape Tower. That sounds complicated. It's like the opposite of Strawberry Tower. As I recall, there should have been a grape image on the far back door of the Strawberry Tower. So on the strawberry side, there's a grape door, and on the grape side, a strawberry door. This is a trap. It's just a maze. If we walk through this door, we're gonna end up right in that same spot. In the Strawberry Tower. That's even more complicated. However, this time, this door might connect to the outside. It's obvious by looking at this map, since there's nothing beyond the far back door of the Grape House. If so, the only thing we can do is try it. Hold it. I heard what you guys were discussing, but it'd be pointless to even try. I think. What did you say? Before we get to that, why are you here, Chiaki? Weren't you with Nagito and Kazuchi? It's exhausting to be around those two. So you ran away? That door doesn't lead outside. I think it's pointless to even try it out. Definitely. Definitely, you say? It's rare for Chiaki to be that certain. I have a good reason for that. I think I found out the secret of the funhouse structure. That it's a maze, right? It's just we're just running through the same rooms over and over. The secret of the structure? Want me to tell you? Do you want me to explain it to you? Well, pay close attention to each house's relationship to its prospective tower. First, try to remember the first floor of Strawberry House. From the elevator, Strawberry Hall is on your left-hand side, right? From the elevator. If you walk along it, you'll end up at Strawberry Tower, right? On the other hand, Grape House. From the elevator, Grape Hall is on your right-hand side, right? So she meant to say left-hand side. The first time. Because the elevator is definitely on the left. From the elevator, the Strawberry House is to the left. And if you walk along it, you'll end up at the Grape Tower, right? It's a maze. Now here comes the main point. With those two buildings... So you were here all along? Hey, Chiaki, don't go running off on your own. You disappeared so suddenly, I was worried about you. Kazuichi, Nagito. Thanks to your disappearance, I was left all alone with Nagito. Huh. Was that annoying for you? Hell yeah, it was! I don't want to be alone with a creep like you! I see. So it's not just Hajime. You don't trust me either, huh, Kazuichi? Are you okay? Have you stopped trusting other humans? Well, yeah, thanks to you, bastard! Oh, you're all here now? Good timing. We didn't have to waste any time gathering people. That was quick. I thought your investigations would take more time. There aren't many areas to search, and we didn't find any good clues. What about the archive? Right now, the only thing I found out is there's seriously no food anywhere. This ain't funny at all. I heard that it's super painful to die from starvation. Before that happens, why don't we, the hamsters that Gundam carries around? You imbecile, what are you implying? I'm sorry. Kazuichi, you should be grateful to Sonia. If you'd gotten your hands on my 4 dark devices of destruction, your body would be incinerated by hellfire. But are the hamsters gonna be okay without food? Fortunately, the flowers blooming in the Strawberry House's indoor park are cursed flowers from Hell's Garden. The indoor park? Oh, that area. As long as those seeds are there, the 4 dark devices of destruction shall not lose a single hit point. I'm relieved to hear that. Now then, let's listen to your reports and see what you guys have found. Personally, I'd rather let Chiaki continue her talk, but oh well. I shall listen to what everyone has to say. Is it fine if Gundam, Fuyuhiko, and I represent our teams and give the reports? Yeah, I don't mind. Rejoice, mongrels! I've discovered something that you fiends will be happy to hear about. Yes, our team's discovery is number 1. We shall not lose. I think their priorities are off slightly. Now, I am seriously worried about the fact that those two keep ending up as a pair. Like, it's such a completely random pairing. Alright. Now then, I shall present to you my discovery. I won't let you say such nonsense like, I forgot. Monokuma said it himself before we arrived here. He said there are ship parts in the fun house. Completely forgot about that. Could it be? Kazuichi, and you lowly humans, fall to your knees and show your gratitude to me, the Overlord of Ice of the destroyed world of death. Feast your eyes on this. Behold, a motor. It's a ship part. Based on its extremely small size, isn't that... That's just a radio-controlled toy! Allow me to tell you a little old story. I was born as a result of a union between a human and a demon, and my existence was shunned by both races. And this guy seriously does not live in reality. Perhaps it's because nobody has ever bought me a toy before, but I believe this is truly remarkable. Like this guy was born in Final Fantasy or something. I'm not asking about that! You mean the ship part you found was just some radio-controlled toy? You totally got tricked! I never said a single word about the ship being real. Stupid idiot moron! Looks like we don't even have the strength to get upset. It might be better if we leave him alone for a while. So it was definitely a waste of time to believe Monokuma. If so, what he said about our student profiles would be a lie too. But our situation's getting so grim that I can't really focus on that right now. This was the very first time I have ever seen a radio-controlled toy. I found it quite fashionable. I was able to hear Gundam's old story as well, so this was quite a wonderful discovery. But it wasn't useful at all. Now, me and Nakamoto didn't find anything, so there's nothing for us to talk about. Allow me to give you a brief report. Since I'm the one who made this discovery, it's just as important as I am. Which means it's not that important at all. Just hurry up and say it already. Well, it's about the 3rd floor of Grape House. Do you remember what Monokuma said about a Monokuma archive on the 3rd floor? I actually tried to go there. Like the name suggests, it was an archive full of stuff about Monokuma. It reminded me of those celebrities who built their memorial house in their hometown. Then it looks like we don't ever need to go in there. Ever. Also, I found a lost child at the Monokuma archive. A lost child? Huh? Where did she go? Hey, don't just hide, come on out. Oh wait, is there actually a person? Hello? Oh, Monomi. I thought you said lost child. So the lost child was you? Right? That's how people react, right? Well, I had a general idea of how you all would react. It's okay. I won't be depressed anymore. I'm used to being treated so poorly. How sad. So sad to get used to it. She seems a little tense. Did Monokuma bring you here as well, Monomi? Yes. I'm so ashamed of myself for getting carelessly tricked by him. I'm a failure as a teacher. I have no right to guide anyone. Nobody here considers you a teacher to begin with. But I'm honestly happy that you're here. Huh? Hey, are you a complete stuffed animal? Is there any part of your life that's still rabbit meat? What? I'm expected to be food? I'll listen to you next. Not the illustration. Huh? Chiaki, when I realized she suddenly disappeared, I couldn't believe she went to you of all people. Me of all people? And now everyone's gathered here all of a sudden. What's going on? You better not say I lured everyone here. Well, it's not like that. But you look like you already knew this place was important. So you were totally casing this area. So once someone is suspicious of me, anything I do will look suspicious to them, huh? What should I do? Yeah, Hajime is seriously got like more of a blunt attitude than Makoto, because seriously, he's saying exactly what I would say. He's like, you better not be trying to insinuate that I'm just luring people over here, or luring people to their death. I'm sure the others already know, but let me tell you just in case. The 2nd floor of Grape House also has guest rooms similar to the ones on the 2nd floor of Strawberry House. But instead of being covered with strawberry patterns, they're covered with grape patterns. My gosh. And also, like the guest rooms, there's a similar lounge here as well. There's also a phone in the lounge too, and it has a strawberry button on it, you see? However, instead of the grape button that was on the phone in the Strawberry House lounge, there's a strawberry button on the phone in Grape House's lounge. Now I'm just guessing at this point, huh? But it's possible that we can use those two phones to communicate with each other. So the picture on the button shows where each phone connects to. The picture on the buttons shows where each phone connects to. That's probably it. That was the last report, right? Then is it okay if I go now? We didn't talk to Akane yet, but okay. This is what you mentioned earlier, right? About the structure of the funhouse?
ほう
The structure of the funhouse?
あのね
Well, I've come to a conclusion. The Great Tower that we're in currently and the Strawberry Tower we were in earlier, I think they're actually the same building. That's exactly what I think too. It's just a maze. You're gonna walk through that door with the strawberry on it and end up in the Strawberry Hall. And on the opposite side of this door is gonna be a grape on there. The two towers are the same building, you say? I see. What makes you think that?
ほら
There's positions.
あのね
Inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left. When you're back and facing the elevator, right? Okay, you know what? The elevator might be down on the bottom. That's why I thought it was a mistake.
と
But inside Great Hall is on your right. When your back is facing the elevator, right? And so if we think about it and put those two together, we're already 50 minutes in. The two towers are the same building and each house connects to the center. That's the building structure that comes to mind. What? Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are the same building? But that might be a possibility. That might be a possibility. Come on, take a look at the door. Isn't that strawberry image the same one that's on the elevator and telephone? Then in the same way, wouldn't that image on the door also be showing where it leads to?
なるほどね
If that's the case, it would mean that Strawberry House is beyond that door with the strawberry image on it. That's what I'm guessing.
と
As well as the opposite, the grape door that was at Strawberry Tower would lead to the Grape House. Meaning we opened the Grape Hall's door when we came in here.
だからさ
Meaning, depending on which floor we use, this tower changes to either Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower.
きっと
Which means when you look at the other side of the Grape Hall door that we used to come in here. Yep, the great picture should actually be on here.
つうかよ
All we gotta do is confirm it, right? If we can close that door from the other side,
うーん
that might be impossible.
あ
Impossible, why? Well, Hajime and Nekomaru were the first ones to enter the Grape Tower, right? What's wrong with that?
あのね
When you two entered Grape Tower from the Grape Hall, didn't it take a little while for the door to open after you pressed the button? Huh?
ほらね
So just as I assumed. How did you know?
と
When I was walking around by myself, I went back to Strawberry House for a while. I felt like there was still something I missed when suddenly, the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front of me.
あ
The door automatically closed? And afterwards, no matter how much I pressed the button, the Strawberry Hall door wouldn't open.
と
But why? The doors to Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower must be designed so that only one can open at a time.
ほら
I mean, if both doors open at the same time, we'd easily find out that both towers are the same building. If that happens, it wouldn't be a funhouse anymore, right?
うーん
Then the reason the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front of you,
要は
was it because we opened the Great Hall door? When that happened, the Great Hall door didn't open because it was waiting for Strawberry Hall's door to close. If you think about it like that, it makes sense, right?
つうかさ
Like, you're saying all this hard stuff I don't get, but aren't you forgetting the most basic problem? The color of the walls in the Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are different, you know? Yes. There's no way they're the same building.
わからんの
You didn't notice? They're just lights on the floor being shined on the wall. By reflecting a colored light onto a white wall, it makes it look like the wall color has changed. Then, what about the picture on the floor? Is that different too? Maybe the floor is just a screen, and the picture is being projected from beneath the floor. In fact, when you look at it closely, it's not a picture that was actually drawn on the floor. Oh, I see. Then it's safe to say they're the same building, right? But this is a very important problem, so it's better if we test it out. Test? For example, we should leave something behind here, and we'll all go to the Strawberry Tower. And if it's still there, we can conclude that they're the same building, right? Want me to stay then? No, that's impossible. There's a sensor preventing that.
Huh?
Sensors? Don't you feel it? There are countless sensors plastered all over the tower's walls and floors. Why can't you notice them? I'm more surprised that you actually noticed them. My guess is that sensor can probably detect any movement within the tower. And when it reacts, it prevents the door from opening. I knew that at least be something like that. By the way, how good is that sensor's platform? Oh, how good is that sensor's performance? It's quite high performance. It seems that it can even detect your heartbeats and breathing patterns. Then it'd be completely impossible for someone to stay behind. What about Nekomaru? He's a heartless robot. I have a motor running inside me. It's as good as any human heart. But if you're in sleep mode, that function will come to a stop too, right? Like you said, if I cease all functions with sleep mode, the sensor won't detect it, but... Do you need to go that far to test it? I won't tolerate any robo prejudice. Sorry, you're right. But once I enter sleep mode, I will not regain consciousness until the good night switch is pressed again, or if my chest alarm goes off. I'm a little concerned about being left alone in that state. It is far too dangerous, even as an experiment. It is possible that we might violate the laws of robotics. Then why don't we just use this? My student handbook. I'll leave this handbook here, and we'll all move over to Strawberry Tower. And if by chance the handbook is still there, we can safely say that the two towers are the same, right? You're right, let's try it. But what if somebody sneaks a fake one over there? I'm sure they're gonna figure out a way to do that. We left behind Chiaki's e-handbook right away. Then we left Great Tower and made our way to Strawberry Tower. Wait. Monokuma sure does have a lot of useless technology, but still, Monokuma looks like he's pretty high-tech himself. We didn't go through, right? Alright, well, okay, so... Where's the door for it? You gotta take the elevator back up? Okay, I guess so. I must say, this elevator is rather quiet. It is like the Toad's Wart. Oh, wait, never mind. Toad's Wart? What you talking about? Doesn't feel like we're moving extremely fast. Seems it's moving very slowly. If so, the two houses might be surprisingly close. If two towers are connected to the middle, the distance between them shouldn't be that much. Alright, let's head over to the Strawberry Tower. Yeah, we're not gonna listen to it.
ねえね
If we go inside Strawberry Tower from the door in Strawberry Hall, and if my handbook is still there, we can safely say that the two buildings are the same building. Let's see. If you press the button next to this door, it should open. It should be able to enter. You should be able to enter Strawberry Tower.
えねえね
Then I'll press it.
下がっていろ
Wait. Step aside, you fiends. What?
邪悪なる意志を
Emissary of evil.
古の時に交
In
わした
accordance
契
with our
約に従
ancient
い
contract.
今こそ汝が力で我を救え
Timer's gonna let me read. Okay, I'm not sure if I needed to read that.
行け破壊神暗黒四天王
It pressed the button? Truly, this is the skyline limitation of art of the demon mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open. Wow, amazing! Your hamsters are truly skilled.
現れたか
I see. Your eyes managed to follow Sandi's movements. As expected of the Dark Lady, you have my praise.
すごいです
Amazing! Truly amazing! You must have a strong, trusting relationship with them. She seems a little too infatuated with him and his hamsters.
ありがとう
Thank you.
あ
You didn't need to bother making your hamster press it.
うーん
Just as I thought. It's taking a while to open.
うーん
Considering what we discussed earlier, the sensor will confirm that nothing's moving inside the tower, then wait for the other door to close. At that moment, I heard a loud sound from the other side of the door. Look over there. The moment we set foot inside Strawberry Tower, Sonia raised her voice. When I looked where she was pointing, it's there! The handbook! We were right. There's no doubt. This is my student handbook.
Huh?
If the handbook Chiaki left in Grape Tower is here, then that means it seems that we've confirmed it. Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the same building. And depending on whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, the tower becomes either Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower. Then that door over there with the grape image on it,
なるほど
it's not the exit, but it appears it's connected to Grape House's Grape Hall.
やったね
But it also means that we have no idea where the exit is. Well, I guess that can't be helped. There's no way we'd actually find the exit that easily. Well, anyway, I'm surprised. I can't believe you already uncovered a secret like this. As expected of Chiaki, you're truly amazing. Normally, all you do is stare into space, but at times like this, you really pull through for us.
ですが
However, why was this building designed so strangely? There's probably no reason. It's simply because it's a funhouse. That's all the reason Monokuma needs.
うーん
Who were you again? I'm Monami! Why did you forget about me? That reminds me. Whatever happened to the Monokuma announcement?
は
What do you mean? According to my internal clock, it's already past 10 p.m.
あ
Huh? Is it that time already?
おのれ
Despite that, why hasn't there been a Monokuma announcement? Allow me to answer. Every single day up until now, I've had consistently let you know when it's morning and night on this island. And thanks to that, you've been able to live a normal life. Did you guys mistake me for some kind of petty alarm clock? Or a pretty alarm clock? Ah well, totally true that I'm pretty, but... Hey, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? For the time being, the Monokuma announcements are on hiatus. You can't go outside and there are no windows here, so it's not like it matters if it's morning or night. Also, I've been thinking about a little something to replace the Monokuma announcement. What's wrong with him? Did not mean to hit circle. Well, if there's no announcement, we can just look at the clock. Both Strawberry House and Grape House have clocks on the first floor lounges. Even if I don't look at a clock, I have my internal clock, so it's no problem for me anyway. And it's already past 10 p.m., right? I'm starting to feel sleepy after hearing that. Since we don't have food, it might be better if we rest and conserve our energy. For now, let's just decide our room assignments. Room assignments? Each house has 5 guest rooms, so we should first decide who's gonna stay in which house. Why don't we make things simple and split them between the boys and the girls? And there's only 3 of you left. Yes, let's do that. That's a bummer, but well, I guess it makes sense.
これも因果率の定め
Ladies
か
first.
さあ始めよ
Now
うか
then, kittens. Choose which house you would like. Please do not call them kittens. Let's just choose Grape House. Staring in a red room is just gonna strain my eyes. Then the men shall have Strawberry House. Strawberry men are known for passion. Also, each house has guest rooms for varying quality, right? Wasn't it 2 deluxe rooms, 1 standard room, and 2 crummy rooms?
とりあえずよ
And we need to decide those next, huh? But there are only 5 rooms in each house, right? 1 guy will be left over. And that means there's only one appropriate way to settle this. Appropriate way? Rock, paper, scissors, of course. Suddenly, the rock, paper, scissors battle between 6 guys had begun. And the result? Oh, sorry, I ended up winning so easily. That's right, I totally forgot that Nagito is the ultimate lucky student. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Alright. Yeah, I really do need to... Like, so this seems like a good time to make the announcement that I tweeted about a few days ago. So, my streaming schedule is going to be, well, still mostly the same, but, I plan for my streaming days to be Monday through Friday now. Not starting now, but soon. Instead of Tuesday to Saturday, it'll be Monday to Friday. And that is because, like, I tweeted about this, like I said earlier this week. It has finally happened. It's finally happened. After nearly 5 years of working at my current job, I'm finally leaving it. I finally was successful in finding a different job. So, I don't know my start date yet, but once I get that start date, I will finally get to leave my current job. I have been trying to leave for the last couple years. And it's finally happening. So, I'm very happy about this. And I hope that it works out for me, because I would be very upset if I had to end up going back because something didn't work out. But the next big goal is being able to do this full time and not having to have another job on the side. Now that's the end goal, but that's a lot. That's gonna take a lot of work. But let's continue on. So I take second place. It's fine. I was getting bored of always being on top. It's decided. You two will get a deluxe room. You two will get a deluxe room. Now then, regarding the third window, the third winner. My reading is just getting so awful. Just thinking about changing the brightness on here. It's at 20. Oh, the sharpness is quite high. Alright, anyway. It's me! I'll be resting in the standard room. Me and Kaz are next. So I got a crummy room, huh? Well, it's better than rooming with someone. That's unfortunate, Hajime. You can rest in the lounge, but try not to catch a cold. Hey, how about you, Great Palace girls? Did you all pick your rooms as well? Yeah, we did. We had a brief discussion and settled things smoothly. There's only 3 of you, so... Sonya and I had the deluxe room, and apparently Akane wants one of the crummy rooms. Huh? Why did you choose the crummy room? There's still a standard room left over. It's good enough for me. You guys might think it's pretty crappy, but it's a palace compared to my home. So there is a standard room and a crummy room left. Hajime, if you would like, please use one of them. Huh? You can't do that! Well, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's dangerous. Hajime might be the traitor, you know? What are you saying?
Sonya-san?
What am I... huh? We haven't doubted Hajime at all. Even I don't think he tried to trick us. It seems that you're the only one who thought Hajime is suspicious. Really? Of all people, you're gonna say that? You're really gonna say that? Hajime, you can use one of our leftover rooms. Oh, thank you. I feel bad about using the standard room, so I'll stay in the crummy room. But even so, it really helps that I have a place to sleep.
Oh,
Cannot believe you guys were actually willing to let him stay in the lounge. And then say, but don't catch a cold. Like, that's heartless. Now that it's decided, we should turn in for today. It, like, doesn't make any sense. And so all the guys except for me ended up staying in the night on the second floor of the strawberry house. And all the girls plus my leftover self stayed on the second floor of the grape house. Jeez, just as I thought. I was forgotten. Well, I'm used to it after all. So this is the second floor of the grape house. Choosing grape house was definitely a good decision. What do you mean? You see, strawberry house is a quadrilateral, but grape house is a hexagonal. That means this place is far more spacious. It is quite a good bargain. For a princess, you sure do think about petty stuff. I'm so sleepy. The deluxe rooms are the 2 rooms at the far back, right? Is it okay if we go already? The 2 rooms at the front are the crappy rooms, right? Hajime, you used the room next to the lounge.
では
So the standard room across the lounge will remain unoccupied.
お茶の子さいさい
I
です
shall prepare nameplates for our rooms later. I shall also include portraits of everyone's face. Okay, well... let's hope that nobody tries anything funny like switching them, like in the first game. You don't really need to draw our faces, but the nameplates might be a good idea.
おやすみ
Good night. After reaching the limits of her sleepiness, Chiaki staggered over to her deluxe room.
ごきげんよう
Now then, I shall retire for the evening as well. Good night, everyone. Good night, see you tomorrow. After exchanging good nights, everyone went into their guest rooms. Yeah, at this rate, let's hope we can all see each other tomorrow. Should get some sleep too. I think it was assigned the crummy room that's next to the lounge. Alright. This is a surprisingly shabby guest room. It's a little cold in here. The draft coming from the door is making me hungry. What? But I shouldn't be talking like that. For now, I need to endure it no matter what. No matter what happens, I'll definitely prevent the killing from happening. And everybody keeps saying that. I won't let Monokuma get what he wants. But somebody else might. What? What are you saying?
ぶっちゃけもう寝たきりだよね
Monokuma Theater Morse Code Edition, alright. Anyway. It's morning already? It's me every single day. Every single day. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, I just do not get enough sleep. I am tired of fighting to stay awake on stream. Now that there are no Monokuma announcements, I don't feel like my usual self anymore. There should be a clock in the lounge. I should head over there and see what time it is. Let's see, the time is 9 a.m. Later than I'm used to waking up. I guess it still counts as morning. Now then, what should I do now? In this kind of situation, panicking will accomplish nothing. Might be better if I spend time like I normally do for as long as I can. I should find someone to talk to, or it might be a good idea to just stay in my room and conserve my energy. Let's see who's available. everybody's already in their rooms. Nobody's doing anything. Chiaki's still sleeping? Oh, she opened the door. Sorry, I'm thinking about stuff. Let's play after we get out of here. Okay, so she's not available. That's my room. Oh god, what's happening now? I'm getting a new pet. So which room is Sonya's room? Over here, right? Oh, I can just go inside her room? So she's not in here? So where is she at? She's on the first floor. I'm still not used to Nekomaru's new appearance.
Hi.
Okay. Looks like Sonya and I grew a little close today. I think I have something that I can give her. Why would she need tissues? A key item. This is a complete waste of time. Broken wand? Like, I... Yeah, that's still a key item. Alright, so never mind. We... It's such a wonderful place. The weather is calm, the sea is blue, truly a perfect resort setting. Might be true, but... Oh, did I say something strange? No, I was just thinking that you're strangely calm right now. So, are you really not worried about our current situation? Of course I am worried. And I'm also angry. Jeez, it's not something to joke about. Who's joking? However, what happens next depends on us. As long as we do not kill anyone, this will all be fine. It's the right attitude, but... Besides, I've come here to learn about your country. I would understand if this were my homeland, but in this case, this land is foreign to me. I do not intend to kill anyone, and I do not intend to be killed easily either. The way she's saying that, it sounded a little dangerous. If this were my homeland. So would this be okay in your country? Anyway, let us forget about killings and cooperate with one another, so we can return home quickly. If you have any good ideas, feel free to let me know. I shall also do my best to think of something else. Yeah, you're right. When I speak to Sonya, I somehow feel really positive and optimistic. Such an honor. Raise your head. There's no need to worry. saying sounds odd, but she certainly looks the part. Typical of a princess, I guess. That reminds me, what was the name of your country? I do not remember the name of her country. You just look it up, so I'm not sitting here just guessing. Okay, it's Novoselic. It was Novoselic Kingdom, right? It sounds as though you finally remembered. Well, it's not a country I've ever heard of before. Yeah, that is understandable. It's often overlooked by cartographers. Our Novoselic Kingdom is an extremely small country and governed by an absolute monarchy. Though the population is small, our economy is thriving, so we're not in dire straits at all. For generations, the royal family has protected the kingdom and its people from its neighboring countries. Thanks to that, the people still have complete trust toward the royal family. And also, wine and chocolate is one of our country's hidden specialties. I see. It really does sound like a kingdom. So, since you're the princess of that kingdom, does that mean you live in a castle or something? Of course. The royal family has been living in the royal castle for over 1,000 years. Though it may be old and small, the castle is truly a wonderful historic building. Of course, it's easy to get lost in our subterranean labyrinth, and our barracks are fully equipped as well. So castles really do have those. Anyway, is it alright if I ask you something as well? If I can answer it, it's fine. Who do you have your heart set on initially? Who did you have your heart set on initially? And who do you intend to switch to later? Huh? This situation is truly similar to the story of 7 men and women. I believe it is a standard tactic to start wavering and swapping partners. Hold on, what are you talking about? Do you really have no idea? It is Japan's legendary drama. It starts off really upbeat, but then it gets really serious. Never expected that to happen. I was all like, seriously? What is gonna happen? I just cannot take my eyes off the screen. Momoko's feelings at the time were... My goodness, so intense! Continued to listen to Sonya extensively talk about Japanese dramas. At least now I totally understand that she's a major J-drama fangirl. Sonya's report card has been updated based on your experience with her. Yeah, I gotta remember that I get hope fragments by talking with people. So it would be doing me good to try to talk to people and not skip. Oh, now Chiaki's here. Should be time for me to move around more freely. Get some more water. Alright, well, since Chiaki's here. Sorry, I'm thinking about stuff. Okay, same thing. This still can't. This is a Kyoko moment. Okay, is Akane still in her room? Mikasa's down there now. He doesn't even trust me, so why should I even bother hanging out with him? Nobody else is available.
Huh?
Just in case. I'm only asking you this just in case. You better not have done anything weird with Miss Sonia while you were rooming with her. I was not rooming with her. Let me know what it's like staying at the Ladies' Garden in the Grape Tower. Asked me a lot of probing questions, regardless of whether they were appropriate or not. Alright. Should be time for me to move around more freely. No, I think this time I'm going back to my crummy room. Now Akane's back in her room. He's in the archive. But yeah, I need to go to that room actually. I've yet to be in that room. Where are the stairs to the 3rd floor? Alright. So this is the Monokuma archive that Nakito was telling me about. Apparently there are no clues that might be useful for escaping this place, but in the future it may be necessary to know about the enemy.
Yeah.
Hajime, you getting along with the girls at Grape House? Just at this point, we gotta get some more hope fragments as well. Your gracious invitation makes me want to cry. There's no way I could decline. Alright. What time is it now? It's already 10 p.m.? Just as I thought, I can't get a sense of what time it is when there are no windows or Monokuma announcements. Still a little early, but I should go back to my room. Yeah, let's just go and hit the hay and... I'm trying to do my very best not to worry, but even I have my limits. I'm hungry. Oh, I heard that. I heard that. Jeez, are you whining already? It's only your 2nd day. It's so jeans of you to do this that all I can say is jeez. You should just stop being stubborn. Hurry up and start the killing already. Well, what do you want? Hi, you don't even have the energy to be mad, huh? Well, I have good news for you. You've all lost your drive ever since you guys got here, right? You had the drive of an old man in his 50s. In order for you guys to get your energy back, I'm providing a special service with all my heart. So, everyone please gather at the Grape Tower tomorrow morning at 7. 7 in the morning? There's no alarm clock in this room. How do you expect us to wake up? That's your responsibility, so you figure it out. By the way, being late is strictly prohibited. Alright, goodbye. Serve us with all your heart, huh? It's no use. My stomach feels so empty, I can't stop thinking about food. If I know Monokuma, there's no way he'll provide that for us. Damn it. I pulled up the thin covers of my futon, desperately trying to ignore my hunger pangs, and went to sleep. Is there no way to just... I've just really gotten tired of these Monokuma Theater things. I'm starting to feel a strange chill. Well, it obviously must be from hunger. What time is it now? Sat up much slower than usual and headed straight to the lounge. 6:30 a.m. It's a miracle I was able to wake up. As I recall, it's bad if we don't gather at the Great Tower by 7. I don't expect much from Monokuma, but I guess I should go for now. Alright, this is the way to it, right? Okay. Everyone who gathered here had pale faces. Man, I'm tired. Seriously. So tired. Me all the time. Stop complaining, you're bringing me down. I'm exhausted. Not only can we not eat food, but we're being forced to come here early in the morning. This isn't bad just for you. We're all getting screwed here. But we're getting screwed the most. Obviously, we're more tired than everyone else. I mean, we had to take the contact elevator to get here from Strawberry House. So we had to walk all the way from Strawberry Hall to the elevator and then walk all the way over here. The longer you walk, the more calories you burn. So obviously, we're more tired than you guys. Stop whining. You're fine. You don't have to worry about getting hungry since you're a robot. I'm in a similar situation. I left my charger inside my cottage. Yeah, you guys are already starting to brag about how unhealthy you are. You got a lot of nerve coming here. Now that we all gathered here so early in the morning, what do you intend to make us do this time? I just want everyone to be healthy again. Healthy? You're losing your drive because you're burning rubber down the unhealthy highway, right? I'm offering this service so we can all feel healthy again. So, from this day forward, I'd like you to make Monokuma Tai Chi part of your daily routine every morning. Monokuma Tai Chi? Alright, start the music. Oh my gosh, here we go. He's trying to kill us, like, even faster. Trying to burn every last calorie that we have in our body. Nidai is just completely enjoying this. This is clearly affecting my hunger. Why exactly do we have to do this? We sure worked up a good sweat. Staying healthy is definitely super important. F off! We did a bunch of pointless exercises thanks to you. And now we're even hungrier than ever. I can't move. The road to good health is not an easy one. Might be painful, but we'll do this again tomorrow. It can't be healthy to do this every day. Unless something big happens, I won't allow any tardies or absences. Make sure you remember that. Do you intend to keep making us do this? Guys, I don't think I'm gonna last till tomorrow. Enough already! How much longer is this gonna last? Didn't he say until the killing starts? It seems the possibility of those words is finally starting to affect us. Now stop pressing the wrong buttons. If this persists any longer, it wouldn't surprise me if something really did happen. I don't want to die in a place like this. If I can just stop pressing the wrong buttons. If I'm gonna die in a place like this, I might as well. What are you saying? Calm down. I can't effing calm down. There's no food, There's no way to escape. If this goes on, everyone's gonna starve to death. Wait. Are you telling us just to wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean you'd rather die?
Huh?
I got it. You're just saying that because you're the traitor. But what? You're planning to make us all weak, so you can kill us all. Well, what are you talking about? Fess up! You've been secretly getting food from your future Foundation buddies, haven't you? I swear. You better. Stop!
だからさ
Making a scene is just going to make us hungrier. Let's just calm down for now. You're right. Even if you guys fight, our situation isn't gonna change.
逃れられんようだな。
Wait to die from impending starvation, or wait for someone to kill someone else before that happens. At any rate, it's a rather difficult situation.
僕はね
But which is the true hope? I'll just follow what everyone else decides. If you're gonna choose, you should hurry. The longer we keep waiting, the closer we get to death. The conversation ended there. It seems nobody had the energy to keep talking or arguing. So we silently left Grape Tower. I'm just standing, but I feel dizzy. Your sense of balance is off. It's like I'm in a rocking boat or something. That doesn't mean I should just stay put. If I just leave this matter alone, something bad might happen. It's not like I'm worried, but I should go see what everyone's doing. Nita just standing awkwardly in the corner there. Hajime, don't worry about what Kazuichi said. I don't think you're a traitor at all. What should I do? Should I...
承知した。
Okay. Oops. Let's see. Let's try looking for a way to escape. Well, you already know that's not gonna work out. Still be time for me to move around and move freely. Okay, well, everybody who I see, let's try to talk to them. Food. Food. Okay, she's just saying food over and over. And she's gonna kill somebody. Spend time today trying to cheer up Akane. But her or Kaz are gonna end up killing somebody. I don't remember if I have anything. No, I have nothing.
おめえな
You look pretty bummed. Are you even eating? Hank? My name's Hajime. You only got the H right. I mean, you got the A right, too. More importantly, why are you so full of energy? Isn't it obvious? There's yummy food, soft blankets, my room doesn't leak when it rains. This place is way better than where I grew up. Seriously, even in this kind of situation?
えっと
You know how it is. It's not that strange to find a dead body at the dump in the morning. Where are you from? A trashy place where crabby people are all swept together. Stuff like that happens all the time. She's from Gachiakta. How can you say that like it's no big deal? What kind of environment was she raised in? The pit. Anyway, since we never had any money, I did whatever I could to earn cash. I even sold my used panties to this noisy pig who kept oinking. Okay, that's horrible. By the time I was able to legally work part-time, I didn't have to run away anymore. So when you mentioned parkour before, you were talking about that, but that probably just laid the foundation for being a gymnast. What kind of part-time jobs did you do? I bet you probably did stuff like manual labor. Well, I did a lot of things. For some reason, my mom's boyfriends always pushed me into doing weird jobs. Huh?
つうかさ
At first, one of them told me all I needed to do was serve food. But I never expected he'd tell me to do it like that. Pretty sure she's talking about being a waitress, but... what kind of waitress? What did he tell her to do? What, cosplay? Will he make you cosplay? Cosplay? Is that tasty? You make you wear roller skates? Sounds like fun. So it is the no panties thing.
なんだよ
What happened? Well...
どういうことだ
Well, anyway, I didn't know what to do. I mean, he told me to do it without without my panties, you know? It doesn't make sense, right? There's no way I could do something like that. Of course. Right? That'd definitely make your stomach cold. That's not the issue.
てめえ
What? Man, you're annoying. Talking to you made me hungry again for some reason. Alright, guess it's time for me to have my 4th meal. She's just like Hina. After she said that, Akane walked away in a hurry. What kind of past does she have? There's still no food, by the way. Decided to leave the area for now. It's no use. I think I've reached my limit. I'm hungry. If this keeps going until I die, what am I thinking? No. If I stay locked up in this place any longer, I'm seriously gonna go crazy. Exit. I need to find the exit. Where is it? Where's the exit? Damn it, where the F is the exit? The final dead room is the challenge given to you by Headmaster Monokuma. Only those who win the life-threatening game that occurs in this room will be able to reach the Octagon, the fabled Holy Land where the ultimate weapon sleeps. That was all just a riddle. Now then, if you're feeling heroic and you're willing to risk your life to continue living, you should challenge the final dead room. That's it! There's still that place! Nobody's gone inside there yet. Life-threatening game is just another one of Monokuma's lies. It's possible that the exit is on the other side of that door. That's right. That's definitely it. Then I should go. I should go to the final dead room. I've barely any energy left. I can't even run decently. I guess my pet's ready to... Oh my gosh. Piggy me? Alright, we gotta go back to the strawberry room then. On the other side, that's it, definitely it. Wait, so why can I not go? The final dead room is not in here. As I wobbled and tripped over my own feet, I couldn't help placing both hands on the wall to brace myself. If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go to that Octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out! With this, I can finally get out!
待った
You can't do that.
ダメだもん
You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for. That's not true, Chiaki. The exit's gonna be here. There is no exit. All that's there is the life-threatening game. Even if you clear it, you'll only obtain the weapon that Monokuma prepared. Do you want the weapon? What are you planning to do once you obtain it? Do you need it? You had this intense, worried look on your face while you were walking, so I followed you. It looks like I made the right choice. Let's go back, Hajime. Okay? And Chiaki and I went back to the grape house together. The weaker my body gets, the less sense everything seems to make. We're on the verge of starving to death. And there's no way to escape. Is it really okay to just lay here and take it? Or... This morning I couldn't help feeling angry that I said what I said in front of everyone, but I don't really think that it's okay if we end up starving to death. I need to do something. I need to do something soon. And then all of a sudden, I began to feel faint and lost consciousness. Oh, what the heck was that? Uh-huh. How long was I asleep? I regained my consciousness a little after hearing a faint rumble in the distance. A faint rumble? Oh, that was a loud rumble. What was that sound just now? Was it an earthquake? That sounded like an explosion. I didn't feel the ground move. Maybe I'm just confused. As soon as I mumbled that, a feeling of exhaustion that filled me with ambivalence toward everything began to overpower my body. And once again, I sank into the depths of unconsciousness. I had been gaming all night into the wee hours of the morning when I decided to go to the convenience store. There I saw some guy with good looks, fancy clothes, nice shoes, and a shiny expensive car. There's no way a guy like that actually exists. He really lives in a run-down apartment and all he has is his pride, because he doesn't have a stable job or money. But he wants to show off so much that he's forcing himself to do that. From morning to noon, he carries around boxes and furniture for his moving job. And at night, he works at a bar and serves big mugs of beer. But even with that, he still doesn't have enough money, so he sponges off his parents back home. As that fantasy played in my mind in front of the convenience store, I started to feel bad about myself. My body won't move. This has never happened to me before. I'm awake, but my body feels so heavy that I can't move. Also, it's really cold. Fiercely cold, as if the core of my body is getting numb. But I need to go to Grape Tower. If I don't go to Monokuma Taichi, everyone will suffer. Somehow I managed to muster what little strength I had left and crawled out of bed. What time is it? I felt incredibly weak from hunger, but I managed to drag my heavy body to the lounge. It's already 5 minutes till 7. I really don't want to waste my energy participating in that activity. But if I ignore Monokuma's rule, everyone will get in trouble, not just me. And I don't even have the energy to complain. Let's go to Grape Tower. I seriously want to know what that explosion was. Ah, Hajime, good morning. Sonya, you seem energetic. What's so funny?
すごいです。
My goodness, Hajime, when did your face become Mont Blanc of all of a sudden? She's not energetic. She's extremely dangerous. Just a corner is fine, so may I take a bite out of you? What? You get a stomach ache. Oh my, now there's an adorable shortcake.
違うよ。
I'm not a shortcake, I'm Chiaki. Chiaki, you too, are you about to head over to Grave Tower? It's almost time. Come on, if you're too slow, we'll be late. You're right. Like, Song is just completely hallucinating. When I pressed the button, the door in front of me instantly opened. It was very sudden. That's right. It's always sudden. The door to despair always opens suddenly. Oh boy, what's going on? Oh well, we saw Chiaki and Sonya. So where's everybody else? I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it. As soon as he gets put in a brand new body, all of a sudden he gets dismembered. And this guy had already been enough. Had been through enough. During the last incident. Being very near death. And just to be saved, put in another body, and then killed again. On the other side of that door, I saw the remains of our friend. A violent shiver coursed through my body. My head began to pound faster and faster. Heart began to pound faster and faster. And I could feel the blood in my head pulsating intensely. My teeth were chattering with horror. What the hell is this? So right away we can see a number of things. There's a pillar that's been knocked over. The door with the strawberry on it is chained shut. There's a hammer, a large hammer, on the floor. And Nidai has been dismembered. And tied. His head and arm and leg are all off his body. And he's been tied up. When I was finally able to speak, my voice sounded so small I could barely hear it myself. Why? Why is this happening? It's so strange. He finally came back to us. If this is a nightmare, please, just let me wake up. I couldn't think of any other way to describe it. Nekamaru. No, this is a lie, right? Based on our situation and the body discovery announcement, it's unfortunate, but there's no doubt that another killing has happened. Killing. I can't deny this truth, but why? And as usual, that was the only word I could squeeze out. Hey, what happened? The Akane. Move! Move it! The Akane pushed me aside and ran straight over to Nekomaru.
なんでだよ。なんで2台がまた死ななきゃなんねんだよ。ちくしょう。俺はまだ何も返せてねえんだぞ。あの時の恩も返せてねえんだぞ。
Damn it!
なんてひどい。
This is just too much. Why did Nekomaru have to die? Although his appearance was drastically altered, he still came back to us. Well, why? Well, why does this always happen? No matter how much I try to stop it, this is always the result. Is this something I can't stop? Hey, Nekomaru got killed, right? That announcement means what I think it means, right?
許さね
Who did it? Who killed Nekomaru?
Yeah.
Looks like someone's finally pumped up.
え。てめえ。
You. Hey, you know who did it, right? Who killed Nekomaru?
何さ。
Don't get mad at me all of a sudden. In fact, I'm the one who should be mad. I went to a lot of trouble to bring Nekomaru back from the dead. And he already let the killer break him?
ぷっぷ。
How disappointingly foolish. Maybe he had a few screws loose. You know, because he's a robot. Are you talking about Idai? Akane, calm down. Use those powers that you anger. Use those powers that your anger has awoken for the investigation.
あの、
Monokuma, is there any way you can fix Nekomaru? Again? I could have fixed him if his head was still attached. But since he's like this, it's impossible. Plus, the last time this happened, it was my fault. But this time, the killer is one of you guys.
うん。
I'm under no obligation to fix him for you. I guess it was a waste of time to ask him.
つまり。
A light that dies once will never return twice. That's reality for you.
というわけ。
So, even though it's getting a little boring, let's get on with the usual routine.
じゃあモノクマファイル。
Also, this is a gift from me to you.
アンパンと牛乳。ぷっぷ。
Brought you guys a present since the killing went out without a hitch. Besides, if I don't feed you, you guys probably won't last long enough for a class trial.
くそ。
I'll definitely find out who killed Coach Nekomaru.
許さね
And after I kill that guy, you're next! I'll definitely destroy you. So even though it sucks, I'm gonna eat first. If I don't get some food in me, I can't unleash my full power. You're right. If we're gonna avenge Mekamaru, we gotta regain as much energy as we can.
え。ちくしょう。
Damn it, I'm gonna eat.
ほら。
Come on, Hajime, you too. Yeah, you're right. A rice bean and milk? Oh well, they gotta eat something. Hang on. Now, naturally, to pick a primary suspect without even reviewing any evidence whatsoever would be wrong. But naturally, I'm gravitating towards Kaz because of multiple times him talking about and taking Nekomaru apart to check out his specs. And then also him constantly trying to make it seem like Hajime is a traitor. Damn it, I never expected I'd feel this terrible when I finally ate again. Eat it slowly, it'd be bad if you got a stomach ache. We ate our food in silence. Slowly, my blood began coursing through my veins. I started to slowly regain feeling in my numb body. Phew. Looks like we've gotten your energy back. And let's hurry up and start already.
やってやろうじゃねえか。
The killer and you. I'm gonna beat the shit out of both of you with my bare hands.
ですが、
Regardless of whether we start or not, what has happened to the others? They appear to be extremely late. Nagito, Kaz, and Gundam, and Fuyuhiko, where are you guys at? You mean the guys in Strawberry House? Now that you mention it, no one's here. And Nekomaru wasn't even in Strawberry House. Well, he was. But why is he dead inside the Grape House? This is probably somebody trying to trick us into thinking it was somebody in the Grape House who did this. That's weird. They should have come to Grape Tower because we had Monokuma Tai Chi.
まったくもう。
Jeez, how unacceptable. I never expected all of you to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. Honestly, it was way beyond my expectations.
しょうがないな。
Well, since it happened anyway, I guess it is what it is. Everyone ditched? Does everyone include us too?
頑張ってね。
Now do your best to investigate. I'll see you again at the class trial. I hear something.
の、
What do you hear? Could it be Nekomaru?
くそ。
Of course not. He's already dead.
おう。
Oh well, now's not the time to worry about that sound. Sound? What are you talking about? I don't hear anything.
の、
And what about Gundam and the others? I'm sorry, it just really feels strange that she says Gundam and the others. The fact that those two spent so much time together is such a random out of the blue pairing. But anyway, naturally I'm gonna suspect anybody that stayed at the Strawberry House, but we gotta look at evidence. They're gonna come here soon anyway. Now's not the time to worry about them. You're right. They should have heard the body discovery announcement already. They'll probably come soon. Okay, so, maybe. Why did he say maybe? Then we should start the investigation soon. Yeah, you're right. I gotta do it. I have to do it. Okay, first I need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nekomaru Nidai, aka Mekamaru, after his robotic transformation. 6-4. His body was discovered in Grape Tower, which is inside the funhouse. His head is severely damaged and beyond repair, so that should be considered the cause of death. And despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, these limbs were actually designed to be detachable, and it seems they separated due to a severe impact. Aside from that, several other areas of his body are damaged. Because of this, many of his functions seem to have shut down. His arms and legs were detachable, and it looks like they separated due to a severe impact. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Does that mean Nekomaru was repeatedly clubbed with some sort of weapon? But was there a reason they needed to club him over and over again? Alright, here we go. So, right off the bat, yes, this hammer is the murder weapon. He was clearly clubbed over and over with this hammer. To the point where I guess it severed his head. The arms and legs were detachable, so possibly those came off when this fell over. This is when we heard the loud boom. This is what made that loud boom noise. This thing falling over and breaking. So, I'll start by looking at his body. It's Nekomaru's body. It's cruelly broken. Let me save, actually. It's ridiculous. Monokuma went through all the trouble of bringing him back to life, essentially, putting his body inside of a machine, only for him to die immediately after. There's chains surrounding his head area, too. It looks like it's been severely damaged, that even his head was dented. That'd be the fatal wound, right? But Nekomaru's robot body should have been durable enough to withstand any assault. For Nekomaru to be this damaged, it can only mean whoever attacked Nekomaru didn't hold back whatsoever. Now's probably not the best time to think this, but I guess Nekomaru was really transformed into a robot, huh? I was getting used to the idea, but now that I think about it, robots are definitely unusual. It doesn't matter if he was a robot or not, either way, Nekomaru was still killed. It's definitely strange, isn't it? What is? If they wanted to kill him, they could have just destroyed his head. Why did they destroy his entire body? Maybe they didn't know how to kill a robot, so they damaged him all over. But they went against Coach Nekomaru. He ain't the type to die easily. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, well, actually, he's in robot form. If they just activate his sleep function, he's defenseless. They obviously didn't fight him head on, but even then, he wouldn't leave himself open to attack. I'm sure if you figured out a way to distract him, you could. You're right. In fact, that's the biggest mystery. Nekomaru was even stronger after he became a robot. I can't think of anyone who'd be capable of killing him. Seriously, where did the hammer come from? Anyway, this alone isn't enough information. I should investigate a little more thoroughly. Huh? I knew it. Something protruding from behind Nekomaru's neck. Is this? This is his switch. The sleep switch. It's a cutting edge function that puts my other functions to sleep even if I have insomnia. Just press the goodnight button on the back of my neck and I'll be forced to enter sleep mode. He said this. Maybe the killer pressed this button and made Nekomaru enter sleep mode. He did mention this to the whole group. I was thinking at first, I'm not the only one he told this to, right? And Hajime is not the only one he told this to, right? Again, it would be insane if the protagonist ended up being the killer. Because again, Hajime was passed out a couple times. But he overheard that thud, so there's no way he did anything. But still, it's hard to think the killer was able to easily press a button on the back of Nekomaru's head, or neck. Even if Nekomaru was ambushed, it still wouldn't be easy. The cover on his chest is open slightly, but it won't open much more because the cover is all messed up. If only Kazuichi was here, he might have been able to open it. Kazuichi is the main one talking about taking him apart. Jeez, what the heck could we be doing right now? Yeah, thank you. What's all this wire? There's a sturdy metal wire tied to Nekomaru's left leg. It's tied everywhere around him. The same wire tied to his arms. It's almost like he was bound up or something. But even if they bound him up, the killer still had to deal with a robotic Nekomaru first. Who did this? And how were they able to bind Nekomaru? Also, the tip of this wire... Hold on 1 second. And now I'm getting a news article. Speaking of violence, getting a news article that there was a shooting at the White House. Anyway, the tip of this wire, it looks like it's been tied into a loop, but what's the point of this? That is all too familiar. We just dealt with this in the last situation. Oh, the oil. This fluid flowing out of Nekomaru's body. Based on the smell, it seems like oil. Seems to be flowing heaviest from Nekomaru's head. Probably because that's where the fatal blow was dealt. This oil, for Nekomaru, this might be similar to normal blood in humans. Which means all this oil is just a pool of robot blood. Anyway, that's a whole lot of oil. It's not gonna be easy to clean up. No, now's not the time to even worry about that. I guess for now this is all I can do to investigate Nekomaru's body. An enormous hammer has been carelessly left on the floor. It's like it's suspicious because it stands out so much. Perhaps that hammer is the weapon that broke Nekomaru. That's the assumption, but I gotta remember there's also a pillar that's been knocked over. I do believe a weapon of that size is capable of damaging Nekomaru. This hammer is the weapon? But it looks a little too clean. It's almost like it's new or something. Yeah, wait a minute, no. That's oil on the pillar. Also, where did the killer obtain this hammer? Prior to now, I do not believe I have ever seen an object like this. Was it hidden somewhere? Good point. There's no supermarket in here. I wonder where they obtained it from. The pillar next to the door is tipped over and broken. Does this pillar break when it fell? Did this pillar break when it fell over? Not just that, there's a strange liquid on the upper section of the pillar. Is this Nekomaru's oil? This is the only pillar that's tipped over. The other one is still standing. Plus, behind me is the door to Great Hall. The two pillars on each side of that door haven't changed either. They're not tipped over. Which means this had to have come from Strawberry House. It's strange that this pillar is the only one that's tipped over. It might mean something. I see. I got it. Got what? This pillar is the weapon. The killer used this to beat up Coach Nekomaru. This huge pillar? If you got socked by something like this, even Coach Nekomaru couldn't stand a chance. Yeah, well, that's impossible. It'd be too heavy to wield as a weapon. No, they didn't wield it as a weapon. They knocked it over. They might have used the the hammer looks too clean. They somehow managed to knock it over. Whether they hit it with a hammer against it and broke it, I mean, that's probably not possible. Or they pushed it over somehow. And again, Nekomaru's been tied up, so I don't know if originally he may have been tied up to the pillar or what. Hajime, grab that end over there. Huh? We have to try it out, obviously. Come on, hurry up. Fine. Jeez, you're more forceful than usual.
ダメだ。ちょっとしか動かねえ。だから言っただろ。よし。こうなりゃ。俺の体よ。持ってくれ。
Oh my gosh. No, seriously, just give it up already.
なんでだよ。
It's no use. It won't even budge. If two people can't even move this pillar, then it's impossible to use it as a bludgeoning weapon. And not a bludgeoning weapon, but somebody must have pushed it over. So there's only one person who could have lived something like this. Robo Coach Nekomaru. He's definitely the only one. Well, he didn't hit himself with it. Alright, last but not least. This door has been chained shut. But what is this? The door at the far back has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Looks like it's a sturdy metal chain. It's wrapped around the doorknob from every direction. And it even has a padlock on it. Why did they do something like this? Alright, so now, if anybody even remotely mentions a combination to this padlock, like if nobody else ever mentions a combination to the padlock during the trial, the minute somebody mentions something about the padlock, we gotta start thinking about them. Perhaps this was used as an alternative to locking the door with a key. You know what, there's still a chance that the killer could have came from this house too. From the grape house. Just because the lock is on the strawberry door, that could be a trick to make us believe that it came from somebody in the strawberry house. If that's the case, you wouldn't be able to enter this tower from the strawberry hall inside, from the strawberry hall side. After all, this door should lead to the strawberry hall.
確かに
If they barred this side of the door with a chain, it would be impossible to open it from Strawberry Hall. But still, why would they need to bar the door to the Strawberry Hall? You find anything? Looks like you haven't found anything yet. Alright. We need clues, right? I'll remember something, so just wait for me. Looks like that's gonna be a little hard. Oh, I remember. There is something I thought was weird. It happened early in the morning. You're going back that far? Come on, you noticed too, right? You heard that rumbling sound? Rumbling? I was sleeping pretty heavy, so I wouldn't think about how hungry I was, but that noise woke me up. I ran out of my room without thinking after I did that. Then what happened? I didn't see anything, and it looked like the others didn't come out of their rooms either. I felt pretty dumb for being the only one who came out, so I went back to my room and fell back asleep. Now that story sounds entirely unlikely. You heard that thud, you ran out and you saw nothing? How? In the end, I never found out what that sound was, but it's been on my mind for a while. You know, now that you mention it, it does seem strange. What was that sound? It had to have been the sound of the pillar falling over. You don't know either? Well, I should tell you in more detail. When I ran out of my room, I happened to glance at the lounge clock. It said it was around 5:30 a.m. Will you be able to find out anything with that info? I didn't think that rumbling noise happened that early in the morning. But I'm not really sure if that noise pertains to the incident or not.
なんでだよ。
What the hell? Went to the trouble of remembering that and you got nothing? Jeez, you're so damn useless. Seems agitated. It's understandable. In this case's Monokuma file, there's no written time of death, right? Didn't that happen when Ibuki and Hyoko died too? Oh, did it? Well, you forgot already? But the reason the time of death wasn't mentioned when those two died was because the time of death was key to the mystery surrounding their murder. Could that be the case this time too? By the way, I would like to confirm this just in case. Ultimately, is it safe to assume that Great Tower and Strawberry Tower are the same building? Well, that's the only thing we can think of. Even when we experimented with Chiaki's handbook and left it in the Great Tower, it still showed up in Strawberry Tower.
つまり
The reason each tower's wall is different colors is because the floor lighting is changing the color. The reason Usami's floor portrait is different in each tower is because it is merely a projection. Yeah, that should be the case.
では
Then it's decided the two towers are the same building. Which means the scene of the crime is simultaneously Grape Tower and Strawberry Tower. Grape Tower and Strawberry Tower are the same building. How does that pertain to Nekomaru's murder?
あれれ
Huh? Well, what's this? Did you find something?
あのね
Under Nekomaru's body. No, wait. There are small rock-like fragments underneath Nekomaru's body. You didn't have to correct yourself like that. And what do you mean rock-like fragments?
ほら
Here, look. There are a lot of these small fragments. It's like they fell under Nekomaru's body.
あのね
But oddly enough, though these fragments are underneath Nekomaru's body, there are hardly any on top of his body at all. What's strange about that? Is there a problem that they're not on top of his body? If you don't know, it's okay. It probably means they're not that important. Well, if you put it like that, now I can't help but think they're important. I guess for now I've checked out everything in this place. That caught my attention. What is it? You seem lost in thought.
うーん
Well, the final dead room. The final dead room? What the heck? Why are you bringing up the place? Why are you bringing up that place all of a sudden?
だからさ
All the hammer on the floor, the chain wrapped around the door of the far back, and the wire that tied up Nekomaru. All the evidence at this crime scene consists of things we've never seen inside this building, right, doesn't it? But as long as we can't leave, and there's no doubt that they came from somewhere within this building. So that's why you mentioned the final dead room. Monokuma said beyond that room there's an ultimate weapon in a place called the Octagon. Yeah, so if we think of that place like an armory, then that's where the killer obtained their tools, right?
では
If so, let us go confirm it. No, that's dangerous. If you go in there, you have to play the life-threatening game.
あのね
Then I'll be the one who tries to confirm it. Huh? What are you saying? You were the one who said that the place was dangerous, right?
この野郎。
Man, it's noisy. I can't focus at all with all this noise. I'm sorry.
そうじゃなくてよ。
It's not you guys. There's a sound that's been ringing since before the investigation started. A ringing sound since before the investigation. That reminds me, you've been mentioning that sound for a while, haven't you?
ねえね
Akane, what kind of sound is it?
えっと。
It's like this high-pitched alarm clock sound. It's probably ringing from upstairs. Could it be? Maybe it's better if we go check out that sound first. Are you gonna go check it out? Then you guys go, I'll stay here.
では
I shall wait here as well. Please be careful, you two. If we come back down and something is not where it was before... Sonya's okay, but... How come you're not going, Akane?
あのさ
The sound is annoying. I don't really feel like leaving.
ねえね
Hajime, it's okay. It's just the two of us. Come on. Akane said she wants to stay here. Huh? Oh, I get it. She doesn't want to leave Nekomaru's side. I don't know if she's actually aware of that or not. Let's go, Hajime. Yeah, if you say so. Like, keep out? Has to be coming from in here.
ほら
Jeez, it's so noisy. Looks like that phone's ringing. The phone, huh? I guess I'll answer it. Let's see, just pick up the receiver and press the strawberry button, right? Oh, you finally answered! That voice, is that you, Fuyuhiko?
たくよ
Jeez, do you know how long the phone was ringing? I was getting worried that no one would pick up. What are you guys doing? Are you all still in Strawberry House?
つーか
Even if we wanted to go over there, we can't. Looks like someone broke the damn elevator. It's not moving at all. And we can't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall because the door button there is broken too. So basically we're sitting ducks here. The killer really covered all bases here, man. Not only is the elevator broken, but the Strawberry Hall door button is broken.
おいこら
Hey, are you listening? Yeah, I'm listening. Anyway, everyone in Strawberry House is safe, right?
いや
We're safe, but we can't find Nekomaru anywhere. You know anything? Oh crap, they don't even know. Didn't you hear the body discovery announcement earlier? Damn it! So that's what it was? Crap! Why'd it have to be Nekomaru? He just came back to us! Where was he killed? Grape Tower. When I went there this morning, he was already...
そうか
I see. Grape Tower. Okay, and some water. If the door to Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, we'd be able to enter the tower and... Holy shit, that's it! The killer broke the elevator and the Strawberry Hall door! So they could split everyone up and prevent us from doing a proper investigation!
Okay.
Damn it, those dirty bastards! But what about another way? Is there any way you guys can come to this side?
まあ
I guess we just have to let Kazuichi handle it. He said he'd take care of the elevator. I guess he's our only hope right now. Alright, well I gotta remember that. I understand he's the ultimate mechanic or technician. But I just gotta remember all this. It just seems very interesting that the killer knew... Well, no, we all knew about Nekomaru's sleep function, but they were able to access it. They broke the elevators. Well, anyway, you're right. Besides, if he doesn't stand out now, when the hell will he, right?
つーか
Based on what Kazuichi said, it's gonna be hard for him to fix the Strawberry Hall door without parts. but he said he might be able to do something about the broken elevator. We'll be waiting. You guys gonna be okay? Yeah, we'll head over there as soon as Kazuichi fixes the elevator. Until then, it's up to you bastards.
ねえね
So the call came from Strawberry House. Apparently the others can't come over here because the elevator's broken. There's no doubt this is the killer's doing. They prevented the others from coming to the crime scene. As long as the elevator's out of commission, those guys won't be able to investigate. But that's not all. For some reason, even the door button to the Strawberry Hall is broken too. The door button to Strawberry Hall?
え。
Then that door is blocked from both sides. Is it blocked from both sides? There's a sturdy chain tied around it from the inside. And if the button is also broken on the outside, then that seems to be the case.
うーん。
Why did the killer need to block both sides of the door? I'm not so sure. I'm not sure, but there's something strange about that.
えっと。
I'd like to investigate that in more detail, but if they can't come over here, then we can't go over there. Which means for now it's impossible to check the final dead room. I'm not entirely comfortable with you going over there, but regardless, it's impossible now anyway. Apparently, Kazuichi's repairing the elevator. All we can do for now is put our hope in him. You're right. But Monokuma isn't going to wait. I doubt we have that much time before the class trial starts. I hope Kazuichi can fix it soon. If not... Hey. Are you even listening?
おいこら
Hey, are you listening?
あ
Nagito, I'm talking to you. Huh?
たくよ
Don't huh me, I figured you weren't even listening. Sorry, I was just thinking. Am I playing as Nagito right now? You're probably thinking of something messed up, weren't you? But I have been listening to you. Nekomaru was killed, right? And that body discovery announcement was referring to him.
ちくしょ
Out of everyone here, just had to be Nekomaru. After what he went through to come back to us. Darn it!
悲しいな。
It's tantamount to being killed twice. Truly, he was a man burdened by terrible misfortune. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He basically was already killed. When he got shot by Monokuma. He got brought back in robot form, and then he gets killed again. It's like he can't catch a break.
つうかよ
Like, out of all the guys, he was like the most likable one. I don't really like any of the guys, but he was the most likable one. He's just obnoxious. Okay, so now that we know this situation over there, is it alright if I go ahead and fix the elevator? Is it alright if you wait a little bit? Before you do that, we should
お呼びです。
get the Monokuma file, right? He's here!
では。
Seems you guys have noticed that the incident has taken place, so this is for you.
アンパンと牛乳。
Red bean bread and milk. And there's a bonus item.
じゃあモノクマファイル。頑張ってね。
Come on, satisfy your hunger with this, and do your very best in the investigation. Why is the Monokuma file being treated like a bonus item? Whatever, man, let's just eat. Eating should come first, right?
あ
You're right. It's okay if you guys eat, but can you hear me out while you're at it?
貴様は何を
What is
望
it?
む
Well, I was thinking about what we should do, and I wanted to discuss it.
でもよ
Thanks to the killer, we can't even go to the crime scene. We have to wait till Kaz fixes the elevator. True, there's no doubt that the killer is responsible. But it seems as though they made a huge mistake. There's no way the symbols of hope will give up because of this little setback. There's no way everyone will just cross their arms and wait for the class trial to start. We need to do everything we can on our end to prepare for the class trial, right? Well, yeah.
Yokaro.
It seems that we too shall begin the investigation on our end. Though it remains unclear how much we can do. This is acceptable. If I show my serious side, things will not end with mere child's play. Ah, I'm so glad. I know you guys were pumped up from the start. How beautiful. Even though you guys are suffering from despair, I can see that you guys are still fighting for hope. Such beauty. There's no higher honor for me than to investigate this murder with you guys. So we need to be grateful towards Nekomaru for becoming the foundation of this hope. Well, regardless, whose side should I be on for this case? The killer? Or the rest of you guys? I must make sure I face this case's mystery properly if I'm gonna find out which side is the true hope. Just what is wrong with him? Hey, you guys, why don't we try arranging the sequence of events in this case? You know, we could probably understand the situation we're in.
Yokaro.
I have no objection, proceed. Then let's look at it, what happened this morning. We tried to use the elevator so we could participate in Monokuma Tai Chi, right? Since we're staying at Strawberry House, in order for us to get to the meet and spot a Grape Tower, we needed to use the elevator first and go to Grape House. That was before 7 AM, since it was right before Monokuma Tai Chi. But once we realized the elevator was disabled, I seriously panicked. And since we couldn't do anything about it, we just tried to get inside the tower from Strawberry Hall. But when we actually got there, the button on the hall door was broken. Thanks to that, we couldn't enter the tower at all. So Fuyuhiko suggested that we use the phone and call Grape House. And that was everything that happened this morning. I must say I'm surprised. I never expected that the elevator would be disabled. But then how is Nekomaru able to go to Grape Tower? Well, obviously he went before the elevator was disabled. And when was that? Idiot! If we knew that, this wouldn't be difficult.
Yeah.
No, we might know what time he went to Great Tower. Seriously? It went around sunrise. That's when I saw him going down to the first floor. You mean you personally witnessed Nekomaru going to Great Tower? When was the sunrise? Was it before that rumbling sound? Rumbling sound? What? You don't remember? Right after the clock in the lounge started ringing, we heard a rumbling noise. Did that clock even ring in the first place?
Yeah.
You didn't notice that either? Seriously, that thing was super loud. It's weird. I feel like we're not quite on the same wavelength. Well, it is what it is. There's no way you guys will ever be on the same wavelength as trash like me. I am so happy he's not the protagonist. Having to deal with this all the time. Looks like this is leading to an interesting development. Hang on. Kaz, if you don't mind, can you inform me? That stuff about a rumbling noise and the ringing clock, what was all that about? Seriously, you don't know? You're so kind, Kazuichi. Thank you for actually taking the time to explain it to me. Huh? Well, that's how it is. Fine, I'll tell you. Happened last night. I was sleeping peacefully in my room and all of a sudden I heard this huge sound. The sound was super loud and I rushed out of my room. As I went down the hallway toward the lounge, but where did that clock come from again? It just started ringing.
壁にかけてあった時計が急に鳴り上がって俺はそれを止めようとしただけだ。だったら早く止めろって。
Like he knows how to.
今やってるところだ。
And that's when the sound finally stopped.
Ah.
Man, that totally freaked me out. Well, I'm definitely wide awake now.
俺に
My
何をし
mental
た
defenses were bombarded with sonic resonance.
貴様
Fuyuhiko, was this not your doing just now? No. Why would anyone do something so childish?
Huh?
You must have rushed over after hearing that sound. You sure seemed to get there pretty fast.
まあな。
Well, I didn't rush over here. I was at the lounge by coincidence.
貴様
Coincidence?
あ
What? You doubt me?
つうがよ。
Whatever. I don't really give a crap about, but it's 5:30 a.m.
とほほ。
Thanks to Fuyuhiko, I woke up early for no reason. Should go back to sleep. Oh, and then that's when the noise happened.
あ
What was that sound?
どうなったんだ。
Earthquake?
このプレッシャーは
Did not feel like it shook.
おいおいおいおい。
There's no way this building's gonna collapse, right? Hey, Kaz, stop clinging to me.
あ
And that's when it happened. I see. So you're the one who was clinging to Fuyuhiko.
ちげえだろ。
That's not the important part. And what happened afterwards? Did you guys just separate?
あのな。
We decided to wait things out, but in the end, nothing else happened.
それに。
And not just that, we all felt really weak. So we decided to just go back to our rooms for a while. I see. Yep. What you said just now was extremely important. Thanks to that, I thought of one suspicious person.
なんだと
Who? And me, of course.
Eh?
Huh? I mean, isn't it strange? I was the only one who didn't notice an alarm that was so loud, everyone else came out of their rooms. The same goes for the rumbling noise that you guys heard after that.
てめえ。
You better not be trying to confuse the crap out of us. Of course I'm not, for now.
いやいやいや。
That for now line is what's making us even more worried. Anyway, it seems there's no doubt that what you guys just told me is a very important clue. The wall clock alarm you heard first, and the rumbling noise that came right after that. Now then, how do these noises relate to this case? And I am like really trying to force myself to wake up right now. Hang on. Alright. Hey, Kaz, can you explain what you told me earlier again? Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, no, that's... Sorry. We already talked to him. You said that you witnessed Nekomaru at sunrise, right? Can you explain it to me in a little more detail?
俺は。
I was so hungry yesterday that I couldn't sleep. I figured it was nearly morning, so I went to go check the clock in the lounge. It turns out I was totally off. It was still around 5 a.m.
あのな。
And that's when it happened. I heard the sound of a door closing off in the distance. When I stuck my head out from the lounge, I saw Nekomaru's back. He was about to go down the first floor. I thought about running after him, but I didn't have the energy or willpower to do it. If I knew something like this would happen, I would have mustered the strength to follow him.
Oi, oi.
Why would Nekomaru wander off so early in the morning?
俺は
I was wondering about that too. I mean, I already knew I wasn't gonna get in any sleep. So I just sat in the lounge, stared off into space for no real reason, and waited for him to come back.
たくよ
That's when the clock in the lounge started ringing. Thanks to that loud alarm, I completely forgot about Nekomaru. Until just now. Then from the time you saw Nekomaru until the alarm rang, you were at the lounge the whole time? But what were you doing during that time? By chance, were you thinking about everything that's happened so far and getting choked up? But what? Was I right? Of course not, asshole! You're completely wrong. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. Thought you were reminiscing about Pekka or something. Well, that can't be it, right? After all, you already know how pointless it is to cling to memories of the dead. Alright, I think, thanks to everyone's detailed information, I'm slowly getting a grasp of the situation. If I put events in chronological order, Fuyahiko witnessed Nekomaru at 5 a.m. That's the time Nekomaru apparently went down to the first floor. At 5:30, the alarm clock in the lounge started ringing. When that happened, you two woke up and left your rooms to go to the lounge where Fuyahiko was. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense.
物語を作ろう
Now that I think about it, something might have happened to Nekomaru during that noise. If so, that must have been Nekomaru's final scream before his breath would be released. Hold on. If Nekomaru died when we first heard that sound, does that mean we have an alibi? Alibi?
だってよ
You're at the lounge when the killer murdered Nekomaru, that means I have a solid alibi.
なるほどな
Have we seen to declare it just yet? Can't be certain unless we first clear up the mystery surrounding the rumbling noise. Alright, well... Rumbling noise hit... did something really heavy fall or something, or over or something? Alright, I'm gonna have to end the stream here. But, like I said, we're focusing on this game now till it's done. So, we'll be back next week with more of this. But, as usual, just getting way too tired. And need to do a better job of getting more sleep. And that'll start up once I get this new job. Once I start this new job. So, thank you all for watching. This game has really been dark, but very good. So, can't wait to continue it next week. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.